Juventus, top academies, facilities I could only dream about as a child. He flies business class, wears the best boots, eats the best food. Sometimes I look at him and think he will never know the hunger I knew. So one day I took him back to Madeira. No cameras, no press, just me and my son. We walked through the narrow streets where I used to run barefoot. I knocked on the door of the small house where I grew up. The walls were old, the space was tight. When we stepped inside my old bedroom, he went quiet. There was barely room for a small mattress on the floor. No PlayStation, no trophies, no luxury, just dreams. He looked at me and said, "Papa, you really lived here?" I said, "Yes." And sometimes we had to choose between electricity and food. I told him how I used to sweep streets, how my mother counted coins at night, how football was not a hobby, it was my only way out. He listened, and for the first time I saw tears in his eyes. I held his shoulder and said, "You have more than I ever had, but that means you must work harder than I ever did. Nothing falls from the sky, not even for my son." That day wasn't about showing him poverty. It was about teaching him gratitude, because talent can be inherited, but hunger must be built.
That's why I love Cristiano Ronaldo. You know, everybody has their own story to tell. Everybody has their own story to tell. Some people just come to this earth, meet riches, wealth. They don't know how it was for them, for their father to achieve all that. When you took them to the battlefield, say, "Now, make a living," they will realize that their father have done a lot to secure a good life for them. You know, it's not an easy something. That's why I love Cristiano Ronaldo. That's why he always say the truth. He always said what he knew. He can't hide his own identity. He never hide anything. He never hide anything. He's kind, meek, he's understandable. I love this guy.